What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Jeffrey Gamer Tutorials. And folks, the microphone situation hasn't changed. When I say I haven't had time to go out and get a microphone, I really haven't had time to go out and get a microphone. Plus, I contacted Corsair because this shouldn't have happened so soon. The warranty is passed from Best Buy, so they're not going to do nothing about it. So I thought I'd contact Corsair. But in the meantime, I need to get out and get a new microphone. But we will still get through this tutorial, I promise you, okay? I just got word from Cody Rizzi, thank you Cody, that not LSPDFR, but Bejoljo has updated his mods. So, guys, instead of putting each link of all of his mods down in the description, I'm just going to link his homepage. Because, guys, there's a trick behind how he's got that screen that pops up and everybody gets worried about it. I'll explain it as we go through it. But I did try to just load my LSPDFR multiple times, guys. Before Bejoljo updated, I was logging in. I was creating content for the live PD episode. And my game was loading up, no problems. I installed vehicles. I installed callouts. Everything worked. Now that Bejoljo has updated, because his mods are linked to your game through the internet. So as I'm loading up 4.7, what I'm thinking is happening is my game has crashed now like 6-7 times in a row. If it does that, it's not a fluke. Sometimes it'll crash once or twice, it's a fluke, and it'll start up. But I just did it like 6 times. All 6 times it crashed, and I'm guessing it's because his mods are updated and the 4.7 just won't take. Alright guys, so a couple things we're going to do. First off, we are going to go ahead and install the 4.8, the LSPDFR 4.8. Okay. And how to do that is go ahead, I'm going to have to go to it, but you go ahead and click the link. It's for you, there's going to be a link down there, but I am just going to go to LSPDFR's homepage and get to the link myself. Alright, here to download the LSPDFR Police mod. Let's get started and download LSPDFR 4.8. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to download this file and we're going to agree and download. And what we want is the 0.4.8 manual install. We don't want the 4.7 manual install, and we don't want the setup.exe. We want the middle one right here, the 0.4.8. Okay, so let's download that. And that might take just a little bit to download. That's going pretty quick. That's going pretty quick. So while that's downloading, let's go ahead and open up our main directory. And folks, this is going to be for Steam users, so you're going to want to select the disk drive that you have your auto installed in. For me, it's disk C. Then you want program file times 86. Oh, it popped up. Let's go ahead and minimize that for now. Steam apps, and copy. I think it's going to be the folder. Before you do this, I suggest you back it up, especially if your 4.7 is working for you. If your 4.7 is working, even if it's not, just to be safe, left click, right click, copy. Come down here, left click, right click, paste. Okay guys, you do that, it'll start copying the game. It'll take about 20 minutes, but it's okay. Let it do its thing. Alright, so once that's done, double click on the folder you're going to install it in, and here is our main directory, guys, okay? So let's just go ahead and throw this in right now before we go to Bejoljo's site. Here is the LSPDFR 0.4.8 manual install zip, and we want to highlight everything on here except licenses. Alright, so everything from LSPDFR all the way down to the input 1 DLL. Left click it once, drag it to your buffer zone, guys. Make sure you're in the buffer zone here. Nothing over here is highlighted. And alright. So that's going to take a little, it's going to take a little hot second. No way is it going to take that long. Okay. There we go. I was going to say, no way is it going to take that long. Alright, so we can get rid of this WinRAR. Now, one thing we want to do real quick, guys, is we want to double click this LSPDFR, right? Double click that, and let's go into the LSPDFR INI right here. And you will now see, look at all of this stuff right here that has been added. Okay? A lot of stuff has been added. So, I believe you want to disable the player flashlight override. I believe you want to set that to true, but we will see. Okay. Now, main preload all models. We all know to combat texture loss. Let's go ahead and set that to false. And these things we can play around with as we get into the game. Okay, guys. So we're gonna save that. Let's exit out of this, and you want to click this LSPDFR configurator. This is the first time setup that you have to do with it. And go ahead and click next. Show license. It's gonna send you through all the rage stuff, which is fine. Everything that we've already went through, go ahead and accept that, and it will do that. And then just click the do it for me, and it'll do that, and then boom, it's installed successfully. All right, click back once on your file explorer, so we're back in the main directory, guys, and minimize it. Okay, now click the link down below that says Bejoljo home, and that's going to bring you to his main page. And as you can see right here, as of tonight, well, it's now the 1st of October, but all plugins are updated. So all 7 of his plugins have been updated, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get them in our game. Now, usually when you click these, right, if you click one, you're going to get this redirect page that pops up. Do not exit out of this, okay? This is not the download, all right, guys? But leave this tab up. If you leave this tab up, it makes it a lot easier. Just go back and click the Bejoljo plugins tab. So you're back here. All right, now since this pop-up was already up there, unless he changed it, we should be able to get through all the rest of these without another one of these popping up and screwing you up. All right, so let's click this one again, and there you go. It brings us to stop the ped, guys. And recent version, as you can see, added compatibility. Now, if you're just upgrading, you can just replace the DLL file. Okay, that's all you got to do is replace the DLL file. So we're going to just go ahead and download. This is not it. All right, do not click that. All right, that is an advertisement. You want to come down here to stop the ped. Download right here. All right, click that. You are a son of a gun. Let's try it again. There we go. Hey, that's a new one that he added. We're just going to leave them up there, guys. If we leave them up there, it's okay. So let's click back. And now let's go to Ultimate Backup. All right, same thing. And you want to just double check. Compatible for 4.8. If you're upgrading, just replace the DL. Yeah, so he didn't upgrade any of his options within the thing, within the file. That's why you only have to do the DLL file, okay? So again, go down here to Ultimate Backup, this one right here. Do not click the blue one, click this one. And boy, it's just going to keep popping up these things, right, isn't it? That's all right. All you got to do is just click that tab, and boom, that one's done. Let's click back. All right, and let's go to Compulite. And let's just double check it. Recent version, if you're upgrading, compatible with the 4.8s. Okay, so click that. All right, that one went without popping up another. All right, let's click back, and that was Compulite. Let's get simple callouts. Now, guys, I am not going to go through my INI file with all of these. We're just going to install them and make sure the game loads up. So, 4.8 compatibility, again, if you're upgrading, just replace the DLL file. If you're installing these for the first time, you're going to want to put in everything, but I'll show you that when we get to that part, okay? So again, do not click these downloads. You want to go to this little square right here and click it. All right, so simple callouts is ready. Let's hit our back button. ALPR. Scroll down, recent version. Again, DLL 4.8. We're good to go. Download it. See, once you keep these two things up here, now if you exit out of them and then you go and down, it's just going to keep popping them up. So just leave those up there. All right, and let's go back. Speed radar light, and same thing. Recent version, added compatibility. Now, this one does not say the DLL file, so I'm just going to write it down that speed radar light is all files. Okay. All right. So same thing, this box right here, just click the download and there it goes. Let's go back. Folks, we got one more, and that's going to be attempted crime callouts. And again, attempted crime callouts will need all files. So we're going to go ahead and click that, and we got them all right there, guys. Now, before we exit out of our Windows, one thing I like to do is I like to open them all and get rid of the little purchase me box. Right? Get rid of that. Come on. Alright, compilate. Open. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing this, guys, but this is what you get. Alright, 3 more. I just like doing this because I like putting them all right down in this little folder here. That's where they're all going when you minimize them. Okay. So minimize that, and one more, and once you open it, all these downloads should disappear. There they go. Alright. Alright, so now we can exit out of our web browser. Folks, we have all 7 of our Bejoljo mods right there. Alright. Seems like a lot, but it's not going to take long, guys. It's not going to take long at all. Bring up your main directory again. You're going to want to be right here, folks. Right here. All right. Now, what you want to do is let's bring up our stop. Double click the stop the ped folder. Okay. Now, this Rage Native, let's check it out. Let's see if it's an updated version. Grabbing the Rage Native only. All right, just drag this down and drop it in. All right, it's going to bring this up if you already have it. You want to compare info, select that. Now, his is from 2018. The one I have in, which is from Grammar Police, I believe, is from 2020. So, I am not going to install any of these Rage Natives. All right. If you have a newer version of Rage Native, do not install them. If you don't have Rage Native and you're installing this for the first time, put it in. Just scroll down in your main directory, okay, and see if you have a Rage Native. It's right above your Rage plugin hook. If you don't have one, then you want to put it in. Secondly, if you're installing this for the first time, you want to take this entire plugins folder and drag it and drop it, all right? If you're just upgrading means I can put this stop the ped. Okay, let's double click the plugins folder, double click the LSPDFR, and right here, stoptheped.dll. All right. Now, what we got to do is we got to go into our plugins folder. Guys, we're going to do this because if we go back and we install this whole plugins folder, it's going to overwrite all of our options, all of our presets that we have in the INI file. We don't want to do that. If you're just upgrading to the 4.8 compatible one, this is how you're going to do it. If you're installing this for the very first time, then just go ahead in your main directory and just drag the whole plugins folder right in. Okay, guys? And that's all you got to do. And then wait for the next step. But if we're just upgrading, which is what I'm going to do, double click your plugins folder here, double click LSPDFR. All right. And if we go down, you will see the Stop the Ped DLL right there, okay? So go to Plugins folder here, LSPDFR, Stop the Ped DLL. Left click just that, drag it, and drop it. It'll say, do you want to replace it? Yep. Alright, Stop the Ped has been upgraded to the 4.8. So exit out of the WinRAR. Do not leave this page because we're going to install the rest of this stuff, and we got to be right here, guys, okay? So staying right here in our plugins in LSPDFR folder, let's pull up our ultimate backup. Alright, same thing, guys, we're already in here, so we don't have to do nothing here. You're going to double click ultimate backup, plugins, LSPDFR, and there's the ultimate backup DLL. Drag it to your buffer zone, drop it in, yes. All set with that one. See how easy this is, guys, to upgrade it? Now again, if you're installing these for the first time, you want to be in your main directory, the front page of your main directory, and you want to drop the whole plugins folder in, okay? Again, plugins, LSPDFR, compulate.dll. If you look, there is compulate.dll. Left click it, drag it, drop it. Yes. Alright, we can exit out of that. And simple callouts, guys. Double click it. Plugins. LSPDFR. Simple callouts.dll. Simple callouts.dll. As you can see, this, it's not going to highlight. Okay, version 1332. Alright, this is let's drag it in. Simple callouts.dll, drag it in here, guys. Drop it, replace it. Alright, now if you hover over it, 1340. So we are good there, guys. Go ahead and exit out of that WinRAR. Stay here on this page. We got one more to put in, and it's going to be the ALPR. There's your ALPR Lite DLL. Alright, so double click your ALPR in your WinRAR, double click plugins, double click LSPDFR, and grab the DLL, left click it, drag it, drop it, replace. Alright, so exit out of that. Now, if you guys remember the last two here, the Speed Radar Lite and the Attempted Crime Callouts, we are going to be putting the whole file in. So we want to go back and go back one more time to our main directory, which is right here, guys. This is where your mods folder is, your plugins folder, okay, your scripts, and everything. Okay, it's all right here. Let's go ahead and bring up Speed Radar Lite, double click it, and drag the whole plugins folder right to your buffer zone. Drop it in. Alright, and replace. And I am going to go into plugins, LSPDFR, and go down to Speed Radar Lite INI, and I just want to put this on what I usually change it to, and I think it's just the Z. Yeah, it's just the Z. I like to use left control and Z because the buttons are right next to each other. So I'm going to save that. So that INI is all done. We're all done with this WinRAR. Exit out of that, guys. I really hope my microphone is being okay for you right now. I never know until I'm editing. Alright, last one, guys. Attempted crime callouts. Again, go back. Make sure we're in the main directory where our plugins, mods, scripts folder, everything is right here. You might not have a scripts, ELS, elbow, all your stuff right here. Guys, over in WinRAR, double click the Attempted Crime Callouts folder, and we want to hold control and select both of these box folders, the LSPDFR and the plugins one. Drag it to your buffer zone and drop it in. Yes. Alright, close that WinRAR. Now let's double click plugins, LSPDFR, and Attempted Crime Callouts INI. And let's just look in here and see. Yeah, there's really nothing we got to change in there. That's all pretty good. And guys, that is it. We can exit, hit the little refresh button, exit out of our file explorer. Just making sure I'm still recording because I've made that mistake before. All right, guys, everything is in. Let's see if the game loads up. I'm going to do this on screen with you guys, okay? So you're seeing this for the first time with me. All right, so we're just going to sit here and load it up. Oh, yeah, we got to go through this again because we reinstalled LSPDFR. So I like to put mine up to 60,000 plugins. We are going to load all plugins. Oops. Check all. Load all plugins, but I am going to actually uninstall. Let me uninstall Clear the Way and Automatic Siren Cutout. Okay. And save and launch. Okay. And let's see what happens, guys. Alright, guys, so you might have seen a skip. And that's because the game crashed once during loading. So, I think what the reason for that was is because I didn't restart it. We just put a lot of mods in the game, including LSPDFR. So restart your computer, and I think that'll, save you from that initial crash. But here we are in the game. Now, where some people were having issues is when you force duty. So let's force duty and see if that works. All right, we're gonna hit F4. We're gonna do force duty, and fingers crossed, guys. Hit enter. Alright, so far it's loading in. All my vehicles, I've got my vehicles here. Got another one of my vehicles over there. We already saw attempted crime callouts load in, so we're good on that. Immersive dispatch, let's go ahead and check that. 1 Adam 6. Alright, we're good on that. Stop the ped, and all that is loaded in pretty good. Arrest manager, no crashes, guys. Let's go ahead. Sometimes it does that. If you ever get in your car and the sirens or that horn's going off, just hit your T and your Y button on your keyboard, and that gets bad, okay? Let's go ahead, and I forgot to set up my, oh no, it should. So my plate reader, the new plate reader, the updated ALPR is still set up and it's working good, no crashes. Let's turn that off. Let's go to our radar. Alright, I turn that on. Page up. Oh, forgot to hit control. Page up. That's setting the threshold up and down, so that is good. So let's turn that off. Let's try the callouts. Alright, so here's the callouts and attempted crime, and let's just do bombing attempt.
We've got citizens reporting a person carrying an explosive in
Alright, so that loaded up. So that is good. So
response code 2.
Let's end that call. And let's go to like super callouts just for shits and giggles. And
citizens reporting an 11351 on Olympic Freeway.
Alright, so that loaded up too. Guys, I think we are good to go. Let's check one more thing that is usually an issue, and that is going to be EUP. Nope, that's the wrong button there. Let's bring up, there's the EUP. And all my wardrobe and everything is still there. And scroll through it all. Yep, all seems to be working pretty good, guys. I think we are good. I think we're good to go. Good Grapeseed, Paleto Bay. Everything seems to be working. Let's spawn our canine partner. There he is right there. So ultimate backup is working. Code 3 local.
Required on Popular Street.
That's working. Let's go and make sure that. Let's go make sure Stop the Pet is working.
Wait there!
Alright, ask for ID. So Stop the Pet, ultimate backup, everything we just installed, guys, is all working great. Like I said, it crashed once during the load up, during the first load up, and that, guys, is because I didn't restart my game. So restart your game. Also, one thing I'm going to do when I exit out of this is I'm going to go to Steam and I'm going to verify my files. Okay, I'm going to verify my files, put them all in. You know what? We got flares now. You see this, guys? We got flares. I'm going to go ahead and let me see. Yeah, as you can see, the flashlight's not working. Because I need to do the flashlight override, I am using Stop the Pet's flashlight, and it's not working. So, if you use Stop the Pet flashlight, you got to go into your flashlight override and set it through in your LSPDFR INI file. Alright, guys, so that is it. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you guys, but Bejoljo finally came out with his mods. We can all go and upgrade to the 4.8, as you've seen I just did. And it's all working super great. So go get that 4.8, check out some of the new stuff that's in there. I hear it's actually pretty cool. I'm not sure what button you hit to do the intimidation mode. I thought I read that it was like the left stick and the right stick at the same time. No, it's not that. Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but it's definitely one of them. We'll have to look and see what that is. So that will be in the LSPDFR INI file as well, in the keys section. Okay, so go check it out, learn those INI files and those new keys, and hope you enjoy the tutorial, guys. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Hope this was helpful to you. If it was, you're not yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and coming up, we got a great giveaway coming up at 1,000 subscribers, guys. You don't want to miss that. Okay, until next time, be safe, be positive, and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is out.